Hello and welcome. As our world becomes increasingly digitized, the way we vote in public elections is also changing. In the past, voting was done in person, with paper ballots. Now, many jurisdictions are moving to electronic voting systems. These systems offer a number of advantages over traditional paper-based voting, including increased security and accuracy. However, before an electronic voting system can be used in a public election, it must first be certified by an independent testing authority. Certification ensures that the system meets all the necessary security and performance requirements. In this article, we'll take a look at the history of certification for public voting systems, the benefits of certification, the challenges of certification, and the future of certification. We'll also provide some tips on how to get your own voting system certified. The first certification of public voting was in 1892 by the United States Election Assistance Commission. In the early 1900s, vote by mail became popular and was first used in Oregon in 1898. In response to the problems that arose from the 2000 U.S. presidential election, the Help America Vote Act, HAVA, was passed in 2002. HAVA created the Election Assistance Commission, EAC, which is responsible for certifying voting systems. As of 2018, there are 461 certified products from 154 vendors. Certification of public voting systems provides many benefits that improve the democratic process. Firstly, certification can help ensure the validity of an election by providing third-party validation of voting systems. This assures the public that their votes will be accurately counted, and that the election outcome is not being manipulated. Secondly, certification helps to ensure that the voting process is secure. This is important in order to maintain public trust in the democratic process. Certification standards help to ensure that voting systems are resistant to tampering and hacking, and that they have adequate security measures in place. Thirdly, certification helps to ensure that the voting process is accessible. This means making sure that voting systems are easy to use and that they accommodate all voters, including those with disabilities. Certification standards help to ensure that voting systems meet these accessibility requirements. Overall, certification of public voting systems provides many benefits that improve the democratic process. By ensuring the validity of elections, the security of the voting process, and the accessibility of the voting process, certification helps to maintain public trust in democracy. The challenges of certification. 1. The high cost of certification. One of the challenges of certification is the high cost. The costs associated with certifying a voting system can be significant, and often outweigh the benefits. For example, in 2006, it was estimated that the cost of certifying a new electronic voting system was between $1 million and $2 million. In addition, the costs of recertifying an existing system every few years can also be high. 2. The lack of standardization. Another challenge of certification is the lack of standardization. There is no single set of standards that all voting systems must meet in order to be certified. This can make it difficult to compare different systems, and make it hard to know if a system is truly secure and reliable. 3. The difficulty of maintaining certification. A third challenge of certification is the difficulty of maintaining certification. Once a system is certified, it must be continuously monitored and updated to ensure that it meets the latest standards. This can be a time-consuming and expensive process. 4. The need for continual training. A fourth challenge of certification is the need for continual training. Certification requires that personnel be trained on how to use the system correctly and how to maintain it properly. This training must be ongoing, as new staff members are hired and old ones retire or leave. The future of certification for public voting systems is secure, with an increasing demand for certified systems. There will be a focus on international standards and practices, and efforts will be made to ensure that certification bodies are independent and impartial. As technology advances, certification will need to adapt to cover new types of voting systems. Certification will continue to play a vital role in ensuring the integrity of public voting systems. There is an increasing demand for certified public voting systems as confidence in the democratic process declines. In order to meet this demand, certification bodies must be able to keep up with the latest international standards and practices. They must also be seen as independent and impartial, otherwise, their credibility will be called into question. As new technologies are developed, certification bodies will need to adapt their procedures to take into account different types of voting systems. For example, electronic voting machines will need to be tested for security vulnerabilities. Similarly, online voting systems will need to be tested for reliability and accuracy. Certification plays a vital role in ensuring the integrity of public voting systems. By testing for compliance with international standards, certification bodies can help to ensure that elections are free and fair. This in turn helps to maintain confidence in the democratic process. Hope this video was helpful to you. See you in our next video. Stay happy, stay healthy.